So guys, Kelly here. I wanted to do a follow-up to the video I posted today on the strategy for working with FSBOs, expireds, and new listings, how you can set yourself apart from other agents who are doing listing presentations. What's the one thing that you can do that, if I had to bet money on it, none of the other agents are doing, or at least the majority aren't. And how can you, when you do take a listing, increase your chances of getting your home sold quicker? And then the last thing, has any of you guys ever struggled with an open house? So you're going to do an open house and you're not liking the traffic that you're getting. I'm going to show you a strategy that will blow up your open houses, will give you the ability to market for all your listings, whether you picked it up as a FSBO, whether you converted an expired to a new listing with you, or if it's a brand new listing that was neither FSBO or expired. How can you attract buyers without having to spend tons of money on Zillow, tons of money on Facebook lead generation, tons of money on Google AdWords pay-per-click? What can you do to utilize a tool that you're paying for right now? So I want to show you. When you go into your MLS, okay, I'm going to go to the home section. We've got this thing called a hot sheet. And I want to show you what to do to prospect for buyers for a particular home. Now, for this example, I'm going to use this address as a listing that I currently have, no matter how I got it, whether I got it as a FSBO, expired, a new listing, whatever. And I want to show you how to get buyer leads using your MLS. So I'm going to go to Customize. On the hot sheets, guys, go to your Customize. Okay. I'm going to now pull up Residential, and I'm going to Add. Okay. Now the name of this is going to be the address. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of this and keep that. I'm going to call it that. I'm going to save it. Okay. So now I've created that, and I'm going to hit Done. I'm going to go back into my hot sheets, and you see it's right there. So let's just pretend that this is your listing. You need to blow up your open house. You need to market for this seller, and then you need to show the seller that you're marketing to probably the most opportune guys. Now I want to take a second here to tag in with what I said on the earlier video this morning. Who is the best buyer for the house that you're representing? If you have a listing, who's your best buyer? Is it going to be a is it going to be a first-time home buyer? Because typically those are entry-level buyers. So let's say you have a $275,000 to $350,000 home. That's generally not going to be a first-time buyer. First-time buyer is going to be looking at new construction, where they're doing zero down payment loans or closing cost help. Just they're more creative. The homes are under 200 grand. Most of your listings are going to either be selling to what's called a move-up buyer or move-down. Somebody who has a home that's significantly less price point, square footage than what you're currently listing, or somebody who has a home very much larger than yours and they're looking to downsize, and they're looking to not only downsize in footage but maybe in price point. So that's going to be your best buyer. Think about it. Everybody on the multiple listing service right now, if they sell their home, they're either going to do one of three things: rent, stay with relatives, or buy. And 90% of them are going to be buying. And with the statistical averages, most people buy within 5 miles of the home that they currently have. So let's get back to this. Here's the listing that you have, and let's say you want to promote an open house, or you want to promote the home to a buyer. Okay, we're going to go ahead and click it. And right now, it's bringing up way too many search results. So I need to narrow this down. So I'm going to customize. And I'm going to take Eagle Lake, and I'm going to edit the criteria. So for the purpose of this home, let's just say that Eagle Lake is $275,000. I am then going to look for everything that's pending, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Within 5 miles of the address, Let's see if I can get it to pull up. There it is. Oh. All right, right there. Okay. So if this house is just say $250,000, that means I need to pull homes from $195,000 to a move down buyer. So if it's $295,000, the move down buyer is going to be as high as $395,000. So everything $195,000 to $395,000 is going to be my move up or my move down buyer. Okay? And so I've got it pending, and I want to go ahead and also pick single family. Okay? So there you go. Everything pending within 5 miles of my address between 195 and 395. I'm going to save it. Now watch this, guys. Fantastic. Then you're going to hit done on your hot sheet. And there it is right there. So watch what happens when I click it. And remember when I clicked it before, there was like 5,000 homes that showed up. That's really not usable for us. Now let's see what it picks up. Oh, looky there. 33 homes within 5 miles of the home that I listed are now pending. So watch this, guys. I'll go to the first one. Okay? What I want to do is I want to find the listing agent. There. Ms. Gigi Capria. There is her email address, and there's her phone. So, if this house, which was sold for $285,000, is pending, what you're going to do is you're going to send Miss Gigi an email, and you're going to call her and say, hey, check your email. I want to let you know, congratulations, your house is pending. Check your email. I just sent you our address. This house is now available. If your buyer is in the process of searching for a new home or having an open house on X date, or if you'd like to schedule your buyer, if they're looking for this criteria, they're looking to stay within the area and they're looking to move up or move down, I'll send you the address and let me know if this is something your buyer would like to schedule to see. Guys, did you see that? Did you see that? I have a home seller who's now a buyer who fits the criteria, price point for a move down or a move up buyer for the listing that I have. Do y'all see that? I don't have to go on Facebook and use my KB Core squeeze page, IDX, and blast that IDX page for my home and get something or not get something. I can actually go to an actual buyer, probably the most opportune buyer on the planet for my listing. And right there, there's 33 homes that meet my criteria. I'm going to send an email to every one of these listing agents, and I'm going to send them a text, introduce myself with my address, and say, hey, if you want to schedule a showing, by the way, open house is next weekend, blah, blah, blah. We'd love to have you and your buyer come take a look at the home. Guys, did you see that? That is so powerful. That means that you have at your fingertips, and let me go back to my MLS. You have at your fingertips by utilizing these hot sheets. And go back and watch how I did this so that you can start doing it. But for every listing that you have, you should be able to take 25 to 30 new leads per. Now, guys, I have this set up for every 7 days. So right now, in the last 7 days, so 7 days ago to today, so tomorrow starts a new day. It's showing me everything pending from the last 7 days from today backwards. So if I want to wait 3 days, I'll come back over here in 3 days and I'll hit this for a 3-day window and I'll get an additional 8, 10, 12, 15 pendings. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is you have a steady stream of buyers to be marketing. Now, if you watch the video that I produced earlier today showing you a different way to do your listing presentations, it's right here. And if you haven't, go to Marketing, Social Media, and Lead Gen Mastermind. Take a look at this 15-minute video. It's freaking ridiculous. It's stuff that most agents haven't seen yet with regard to a different listing strategy, a listing presentation. Guys, what's the one thing that a home seller or a FSBO or an expired wants to hear from an agent? Do you have a buyer? You literally can go to that FSBO, expired, new listing, and say, yes, I do, and I want to show them to you. So if you're going on that listing presentation, I would take every single one of these and I would absolutely, see, I did it for 3 days. So it says 13 in 3 days. I would go back 7 days. It'll get you your the 60 or 70 that we showed. But I would print every one of those, bring them to me, bring them with me to that presentation and say, guys, Let me explain to you who your most opportune buyer is. Walk them through it, and then put that on the table and say, here are the buyers I actively market every day on your behalf for. I'm going to be communicating with people that literally are going to be buying 70% of within 5 miles of their home. And this is who I'm going after. And guys, no other agent's doing that. They're putting your home in MLS and they're hoping that a buyer's agent will bring a buyer. While I'm going to do that, I'm going to actively go after these buyers to make sure they do not miss the opportunity to come see your home. So anyway, enough about that. Guys, if you see how powerful it is, just respond below. Let me know what your thoughts are with regard to the program that I'm showing right now. Let me know if this makes sense to you, because I want to make sure that the value that I'm bringing to you just makes sense. Am I talking too much? Am I talking over your head? Am I talking under your head? Does this make sense, and will you use this strategy with your listings? All right, guys, enough about that. Have a great day. I appreciate you. I thank you. And do me a favor and share our Facebook page with other people that you know. Have them come in and ask to join. When they go to our Files tab, I mean, look at all of these freebies that I have. These are all free downloads, and there's a whole bunch more. But anyway, enough about that. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate you, and go out and do something different than other agents are doing right now in their listing presentations.